Hello out there, gang. Just thought I'd show you all a bike that I've borrowed for a couple days off a friend of mine. This is a 2007 Suzuki DR-Z 400 SM, as in Supermoto. It's a pretty cool bike. I'm looking forward to taking it for a ride. It's basically a derivation of the 400S, which is the dual sport model. With you know, some street-oriented mods on it. It's got suspension upgrades. I think the front fork is from a full-on dirt race bike, and obviously it's got the smaller 17-inch wheels with sticky street rubber on there. Larger discs, although it's still just a single up front. The bike is lower than the dual sport model by a couple of inches, I believe, but still plenty of ground clearance. The motor, I should think, is pretty much the same, although they may have put taller gearing in there. I don't know that. I'm just guessing. And there you have it. It's got what appears to be a fairly uncomfortable seat. Nice wide handlebars. Massive tail bag. You could probably fit a camera and a pair of glasses in there. And okay, let's go take her for a ride. Alrighty, here we are out here on the Suzuki Supermoto. I've been riding for about 45 minutes or so, I guess. This bike is a blast. It really is fun. It's just super nimble and lightweight, really easy to toss around. I mean, the bike weighs in at slightly less than 300 pounds dry, and that's some pretty featherweight stuff for a street machine. So it's yeah, it's really easy to ride well. I think the one thing that might bother some riders is how tall the thing is. I think shorter riders might have a bit of an issue with just, you know, getting on and off the thing and maybe coming to a stop at stoplights and such. Yeah, its brakes are really effective. The thing really hauls itself down in a hurry. Nice progressive feel to the brakes. And considering the size of the motor, it's pretty peppy. I mean, the 400cc or 398cc single cylinder has got you know, loads of torque for its size, and the bike gets up and goes pretty well. No complaints there. Of course, after spending the last 2 years planted in the saddle of my Honda 919, obviously the acceleration on tap there leaves this bike wanting a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. As for the bike's size, it's pretty peppy. And let's see what else. I think one of the things I like the most about it is the smoothness of the ride. This sort of off-road type suspension really soaks up the bumps on kind of a choppy road like this one is. The seat is maybe not as uncomfortable as I was expecting it to be, but you know, I'm starting to feel it. I've been on the bike less than an hour, and it's definitely starting to make its presence known. I doubt I would be a happy camper after 2 or 3 hours on this bike. So yeah, would I own one? Now, probably not. There is a scenario that I came up with where it would be a possibility. If I lived somewhere like western North Carolina that is just chock-a-block with all kinds of cool, twisty mountain roads, and also just hundreds and hundreds of miles of gravel forest roads, and if I were only allowed to own one motorcycle, I suppose this bike would be a strong contender. I mean, really, really fun in the twisty stuff, and also certainly capable of going, you know, doing some mild off-road riding, especially if you put some dual sport tires on it. Now, if I lived down there in that same area and I was allowed to have 2 motorcycles, okay, what's everybody doing here? If I lived down that same area and was allowed to have 2 motorcycles, I doubt that this would be one of them. I would have my Honda 919, which I still just really loving that bike, and I would probably have this bike's sister, the 400S, which is the dual sport version. It's more off-road oriented, and really a capable off-road machine. I used to own the 350 version, the older 350 S. That was a great off-road bike, really capable. But so there you go. Now, living around here, of course, as I do, there's really no place for me to ride off-road, so there's really no use, no need for me to have 2 motorcycles. And my one and only motorcycle will always be something a little bit bigger and more comfortable than this bike, i.e. my Honda 919. So there you have it, a 2007, which by the way was purchased just about exactly 2 years ago and has all of 480 miles on it. Needless to say, it hasn't been getting much use. So my friend was more than happy to have me take it out for some exercise, and I was more than happy to do it. So yeah, the 2007 DR-Z 400 SM Supermoto. And on that note, we'll call it quits for now and catch you all next time.